10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into the
Radiant
Dota
Team
League
Ban.
Season number 2. It is October the 4th. We have Power Rangers versus Team Tinker here in a best of 2 series, or 2-game series again. My name is Mott. Joining me tonight is going to be, what is it, Greg? How are you, man?
I'm doing all right, but you sound like a fish
10
in a
seconds
bowl
remaining.
under the water. It's
Dire team
it's
ban.
special.
That's not what I wanted to hear at all. That's actually definitely not it. But, you know, so hopefully audio issues will resolve themselves. We are in the game, the draft, 2-game series. Power Rangers played yesterday in Dota Pit, their first game up against Conflicted. They split the series 1-1, so off to an okay start, but Team Tinker are certainly going to be one of the toughest teams they face against, and I'm very excited for this one. It should turn out pretty well, I think, as we move along here in the draft.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Legion Commander.
Dire team pick.
Some bold Legion Commander first pick coming out from Team Tinker, and Power Rangers are looking good. J4 has been playing an absolute stellar series, or has been playing some stellar series, and he played a really good Scarlet yesterday. He played an absolutely amazing Earthshaker as well. Looks like my mic's all screwed up, as it always is. So I'm going to unplug my mic, and we're going to see how it goes. Alright, excellent. Good start, everybody.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Ogre Magi!
Radiant team ban.
Test. Hello? No? Oh my god. Alright, I'll be back in a minute, everybody.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team pick.
Well, they won the second game. The first game they lost, the game that they were playing Sniper with. That was just a game where Complexity played extraordinary, just sound Dota, and really Power Rangers couldn't do much about it. And then they picked Lone Druid mid, and they crushed. They crushed. Although they got a bit uppity at the end of the game, they made some mistakes coming out from them, and I think that was kind of just it showed that Power Rangers still have a long way to go with this current roster, this current lineup of the team. So I think it was a good start yesterday. Shaklo in both games got a ton of farm. I mean, that Sniper first game was very, very farmed and almost got them back into the game. The second game, he had a Lone Druid where he was 6 slotted on the bear, and he was getting close to getting some decent items on his hero as well. So they go for a bit of a different lineup. They have the Bat Rider, they have the Scarith Mage, and the Vengeful Spirit. Again, J4 on the Scarith Mage was very impressive. Team Tinker, they go ahead and pick up the Rubik as I get back over to the draft screen. Boom. Nicely done.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, they're really solid. You have the two of the best roaming gankers in the game with Scarith and Vengeful Spirit. I think maybe an Earthshaker is better in certain regards, and there's a couple other heroes that are still decent. But
Lone Druid.
Yeah.
Radiant
and we saw this yesterday. This might be a Shaklo Lone Druid mid. And now you're Team Tinker. You have to find a way to deal with this hero. Death Prophet wasn't one of the the greatest matchups, which is what Swindlemounts played yesterday against Shaklo's Lone Druid. So they pick up the Ember Spirit, and this might be a hero for, I think, Sing Sing, potentially, going into the mid lane. I'm not sure. You mentioned that they do swap the roles around a lot.
Yeah, Koikova occasionally plays the off lane. Sometimes he plays middle. But I think Ember is more of a Sing Sing hero.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure Koikova is extremely competent at Ember Spirit, but I think is one of Sing Sing's best heroes for sure.
We actually have one of the best Ember Spirits in the world in our slot with us. Going back to Star Ladder, we have to ask our tour. We gotta ask him how to play this hero.
That was one of the funniest games I think I've seen in a really long time.
He was I think talking to us at
the game when he just bought he had 4 random items, no progression at all. He kept just beating diebacks, just hilarious.
I like how he's in the slot with us.
Oh god, we're just flamming the living hell out of him, and I'm okay with that. And I'm kind of interested to see this mid lane Lone Druid. I mean, I think it matches up very well against Ember, because your main hero, you can stay for the most part away from Slight, but the bear is actually really good against Ember because he does not have a lot of HP. He'll take a lot of damage from the bear, especially if you get an Orb of Venom or something.
Yeah, you get an Orb of Venom plus an Entangling Claws proc, and all of a sudden you're just going to kill that Ember Spirit. Yeah, so that's something to keep in mind. And maybe they think this is like a safe lane Lone Druid or something. I'm not sure, but this is, I think, a really solid draft for Power Rangers thus far. Bat Rider getting stacks in the jungle, getting towards his Blink Dagger is going to be very important. Blinking and lassoing Legion Commander before she can get her duel off is going to be very important in this game. And I think there are ways to shut down this Team Tinker lineup, and especially with Lasso and Root against Ember Spirit, it's very important that you lock him down, and Ancient Seal as well. So this is not the best Ember Spirit game for me, at least, in a nutshell. I think that this could be really, really bad for Team Tinker. We'll have to see what they pick with their 5th pick here. It's going to have to be a core. They already have their Ogre. They already have their Rubik. Power Rangers will pick up their last hero here, which will also be a core, more than likely, and probably their safe lane hero, assuming they send Lone Druid mid, which is not 100% guaranteed yet.
Yeah, just because they've done it recently.
5 seconds.
And obviously that doesn't guarantee it, but it seems like it's definitely possible for them to just shove that in the mid lane again, especially with the matchup.
This is Nexus's Wraith King. He played this very well in that second game, and this is pretty much the exact lineup they ran yesterday in the last game between Complexity. It worked very well for them. They just need to play smart. And they were on the dire side as well, so they know what to do. They know when to take Roshan. They know how to be aggressive. Split pushing was, I think, the most important thing for them with the Lone Druid, and they did that very well up until the last couple of minutes of the game where they got caught out in Complexity, which was... They were 2 racks down, and they almost came back into it with a very farmed off-lane Alchemist, by the way. Almost came back and took the game from Power Rangers, but... with that being said, Power Rangers did take the victory. They're 1-1. Team Tinker, their first series here for the Dota Pit. Season 2 group stages. We are going to be underway in just a minute with the last pick coming out for Team Tinker here.
Luna banned out in the last round of the draft, and Luna is sort of up there. Terrorblade has not been touched. Are these teams insane?
They just don't have the same ideas maybe as some of the other Western teams.
That hero just seems
good.
Beyond good. Like,
well, we've also seen it get crushed though. I mean,
yeah, I mean it can get crushed, but I guess it depends on the style of play. I mean, if you like to play aggressive at all, he's pretty terrible. He needs a long time. He needs like a mana style, and then he can sort of split push. I guess maybe it's sort of just qualifies as like one of those envy type heroes, or you know, any of those other hard farmers.
Yeah.
I guess Tinker don't really. I mean, I feel like Terrorblade could be a really good Koikva hero.
I mean, I feel like any hero could be a really good Koikva hero.
That's true, yeah.
It's just like, well, he picks Vengeful Spirit. You know, that's a really good Koikva hero right there. It's just like, well, yeah.
Every hero is a good Koikva hero.
No, but I see what you're saying now. I agree with you 100%. That's something that he even mentioned beforehand in you know, the live creeps. He's like, I want to hit creeps, guys. Like, well, you know, you might be able to do that. And it is going to be Sing Sing and the Ember Spirit, Pycat, and the out for Team Tinker. This was on a Reddit post before. Somebody's like, yeah, go mid Ogre Magi. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I think this will probably be off lane, just maybe. Because of although he's gonna run into quite a few issues here if it is. I mean,
I don't know about this.
There's a Wraith King, there's a Vengeful Spirit, there's Skywrath Mage doesn't matter too much, but 2 stuns seems like it might be a bit difficult. I mean, part of the reason that people are thinking it's viable now is just because his HP regen is much higher now.
It's like a Nyx Assassin. Then.
Yeah, it's 2.5. So Nyx Assassin is the highest, I think, around 3. So
yes,
that's quite high for a hero. He went from like 0.25 to 2.5, and
yeah,
it's possible that sort of brings him into, you know, maybe a chance for being in that off lane, but I don't know.
We'll have to see though. I mean, this is just a crazy draft from both sides. You don't usually see a mid lone druid, and the only reason that I know that it is a mid lone druid is because of yesterday's game.
Yeah, because they did it earlier.
Yeah, so if there is one thing that's constant on Team Tinker though, it's that the supports are going to be EGM and Boba 99% of the time. And you see that here clearly. So for Team Tinker, your Radiant team, first game for the Dota Pit League season number 2. A team that's seen a lot of play recently, a lot of good results as well. Looking forward to seeing what they can bring here in the next couple of months. We'll have Sing Sing. He'll be playing your Ember Spirit. EGM on the Earthshaker. Boba, he's going to be playing your Rubik. We'll have Pycat. He's going to be playing your Legion Commander. And Koikva is going to be on your Ogre Magi, rounding out the lineup of Team Tinker. But,
yeah, it looks like they're getting a bit close to each other. But J4, he's going to be on the Wraith King. Skywrath Mage, it's going to be We Just Zik. It's going to be Nexus on the Vengeful Spirit. We've got Cheshire Cat on the Bat Rider, and I think J4, nope, all the way up top, Shawclaw. He's going to be on the lone.
I was clearly wrong. It's not going to be a mid lane.
I mean, it seems like it could have been completely fine, honestly.
Yeah. But they also have Nexus playing the Vengeful Spirit, which is, he's the core player for Power Rangers, and this might be a core Venge, but I'm not so sure. J4 does have the Sentry Ward on him. We just has the Observer, so it looks like that's going to be your support duo, and a good support duo that is. J4, he won't have that much mana to work with in terms of Wraithfire Blast, but he has 1 clarity to work with as well, so that should be fine. Double damage rune picked up for the Lone Druid Bear. I don't think that actually
just denies
works.
it.
Yeah, it doesn't even work. So. And Aggro Tri coming out now from Team Tinker with Sing Sing up at the top lane, mid lane Pycat Legion, solo safe Ogre Magi.
Well, I'm interested to see what kind of items he builds to keep himself relevant past BKBs. Because I mean, Bat Rider's gonna get a BKB, Wraith King's gonna get a BKB. Like, those are just default BKB carriers. Obviously, the other heroes might stop for it as well, but they've got a couple just normal BKB heroes on their team anyway. So
Koikva just pieced out of that lane. He's like, I don't think so, guys. Nope, I'm gonna get Arcane Bolted anyways. He's gonna pop his Fire Blast real quick. He's gonna try to mana up on Weejasek, and he actually has boots, and Weejasek, I don't know if he can really fight this. Another Fire Blast in 6 seconds. Koikva can get a solo kill, but I don't think they're gonna keep going for this. He wants it. He can't get it. Against his better judgment, he will back away. And Koikva playing very aggressively, which I like a lot. I mean, he's regenerating up like crazy. He eats a tree. He just regens casually back up to about full health. Pretty nice.
Look at that regen, 3.2 with nothing. That's pretty impressive stuff.
That's really nice.
We'll find out if this is enough. I mean, it seems like he will sort of be not farming that much just because of the way that things have worked out here. There's still actually going to be that Ember Spirit versus the Lone Druid matchup as they put Pycat middle on the Legion Commander. So during the draft I was talking about, Legion just has not had a lot of success recently, honestly. Like, since being out of the patch, I think every single time I've seen her play, she just loses. So maybe mid is a little bit better hero for her, a little bit faster levels.
Yeah, the thing is, she's going against a Bat Rider. Pycat's going against a Bat Rider, and he's already taking a heck of a lot of damage. Yes, he has a magic stick, but he's got to get this early bottle. However, he's about even in terms of CS at the very least, so that's nice. Cheshire Cat's coming in, and he's like, I can throw my overwhelming odds down. In fact, he just did. He has his press the attack as well, so
yeah, he should be fine because he can purge off the stacks.
That's true.
Pretty smart.
Yeah, you know, that's something that I completely just forgot about. But
yeah, that ability is pretty insane.
Yeah, that's actually. I mean, he's got a good kit. You have a lot of good abilities on Legion Commanders, just like you talked about. Not the success that you're looking for. Top lane, this Lone Druid at 3 last hits. They're shutting him down pretty effectively. Sing Sing at 7, and they have a nice big creep wave coming in here for Sing to take all of this farm. And Quakeful is getting zoned out. He's level 2. So they are doing a nice job getting Nexus farm in the bottom lane. In fact, he is the top CSer in the game at 15. And a Core Venge is something I haven't seen in a while. Meanwhile, they're going to use the Concussive Shot, Raise, Fire Blast, Quakeful in trouble, but very tanky. He does have boots of speed. He is slow, but he should be fine. Yeah, I mean, he's just, they can't kill him.
He's got a lot of HP. He's got no HP items and over 600, so it's pretty nice for him. And I think until the Venge also commits, they just won't be able to kill him, to be honest.
Yeah. The benefit of having 2 heads. You're just double the tank coming after the Magi.
Bulba and EGM are rotating a bit in the jungle here. It looks like maybe they were seen out by this ward up in the jungle, so no surprises there. But I think
just like have the same idea.
Yeah,
looks like.
So they're just gonna be roaming through here, but very nice play by Pycat there.
Really smart, just sends the illusion out. Now they'll just back away, and a lot of time wasted coming through. Quakeful's actually going to run as well. They want to get a kill here. They might find J4. And Fire Blast is going to go from the high ground. There's the Ignite as well. Pycat going to use press the attack coming through. J4 getting caught out. Body blocked by Quakeful. Beautifully done. They have overwhelming odds, but they're not going to get the kill with it. Just one right click. Quakeful should grab this and will. That's first blood going to your solo safe lane, Ogre Magi.
Top lane, they're going on Shocklow though. 2 TPs coming in. Are they going to try to go for this kill? No levels in Slight. I don't think so.
Very close.
Yeah, with 1 level in Slight there, that's probably a kill, but Sing Sing has gone for a bit of a different build here, just trying to stand up to any harass that comes in the lane. Kind of an interesting choice here. I mean, the Chains is pretty good against the Bear, so you can just make sure you don't get run down.
Cheshire Cat will pick up an Invis rune, and those rotations were actually fantastic coming out from Power Rangers, but this leaves Quakeful getting at least some room in the bottom lane, and you've got to be careful. Vengeful Spirit can take a lot of damage from like a level 2 Fire Blast, and Quakeful manning up, but at the same time, Magic Missile should be enough, and Wave of Terror to armor reduce should be pretty nice as well, so.
Yeah, and Pycat controlling the runes here fairly well. I mean, both these heroes have really good wave clear, so this is kind of an interesting little matchup we've got going on here. Obviously, overwhelming odds when you max that out. Very good wave clear, and Firefly. I don't think we really need to talk about the wave clear of that spell. So
top lane, oh boy. J4 gets telekinesis back. They did Fisher. There's no stun left. J4 will back away. The Bear getting low. They want this kill. They want the 300 gold. It looks like they won't be able to get it. EGM gets Arcane Bolted. Sing Sing still with no point in Sleight of Fist. And top lane is just it's an all-out brawl now. They've switched the lanes around, and this could be huge destruction coming out in just a couple of minutes.
Okay, well, bottom lane, Quakeful versus Nexus. Quakeful is at a pretty heavy level disadvantage here because Vengeful Spirit's just been like AFK farming in lane. Also has treads, so Quakeful needs to be a bit careful here. I'm still not sure he can actually die to this hero as long as he's fairly careful and doesn't get like really out of position and eat like 2 stuns or something like that.
Yeah.
He should be okay. I mean, this is just kind of weird now because you do have to be careful. Venge does put out a surprising amount of damage at these early levels.
Yeah, I mean, Wave of Terror and
Wave is very real.
They actually are just ridiculous. Then you get the armor reduction, and as tanky as the Ogre Magi is, it's still difficult
the hero's
to deal
rotating down. I think they need to kill this Venge. She's very fragile. she does have treads, bringing her actually to a pretty healthy HP of 910.
She'll still get bursted down, I mean, even with treads. But at the same time, they aren't going to go for the kill. Venge realizes that something's amiss. She rotates back towards her tower. They see that there are some heroes missing in top lane. EGM will get some room to get levels as well, which is very important. He's sitting currently at level 3. He is ahead of J4, but Bulba's sitting at level 2, so Bulba's got to find ways to get levels as well. And they actually have a smoke for Bulba if they want to smoke up ahead mid. Regen Rune Pycat looks like he's going to grab that as well. He does have duel now, by the way. They can try to go for a kill sometime in the near future, and they might do so.
Yeah, you want to make sure you get that first one, so I imagine we'll probably wait till the rotation comes through with Bulba. And Koikova are here in the mid lane, so maybe they want to make moves on Cheshire Cat. They have a good way to set this up with Lift and Fire Blast into the duel, so they need to be a bit careful as J4 is kind of standing in the back. He's also level 2. Now they're going to move forward.
Oh, it's coming out. Now they're not going to go for this anymore. Koikova gets stunned with a great Fire Blast. Magic Missile, Koikova in some trouble. There's overwhelming odds coming through. Swap duel coming out. Cheshire Cat not really taking any damage. He will survive the duel. Fable not doing much. Pycat, they've lost 2 heroes. Concussive shot. Beautiful rotations from Power Rangers to stop that gank. And Cheshire Cat lives with about 10 HP, so...
Yeah, they were beyond ready for that. I mean, J4 was standing there, immediate TP reaction by Vengeful Spirit, good Firefly as well to give them a little bit of extended vision there, and yeah, they were just completely ready for that gank, and as a result, Tinker loses 2 heroes. The duel did not go either way though, so at least he didn't lose the duel.
Yeah, that's true. It could have been a lot worse, just giving up 10 damage to that Rider, so they keep things about even, other than obviously the 2 kills going the way of Power Rangers. Nexus gets involved as well, so he gets up to a stick, Aquila. He's starting to do some damage now. The real question is, what do you actually build on the core bench here?
There's a lot of options. What'd you say?
Maybe a Manta at some point?
Manta's, I think Yasha's pretty good. SNY is surprisingly good on this hero because you get the HP from it. The movement is pretty relevant as well. Occasionally the main can get you kills just because of the right-click damage you can put out. So I think it's an item that is more common on this hero than many other carries, but Yasha, I think something with a Yasha will definitely be in his near future.
Well, they're going to go for a Spook of Deceit gank, so that's the item that he chooses to pick up now. And they're looking for a gank. Bulba way out of position. Ray Fire Blast. Telekinesis. Nicely done. Magic Missile. Will they dive? There's Fissure coming out as well. Bulba's still alive. Great reaction time swap. Koikova trying to get this kill on Nexus up to the high ground. Fire Blast is going to be there. Ignite's going to fly out in just a second. Nexus looks like he will fall. TP coming through. No, sir, you aren't going to make it out. EGM with the Enchant Totem grabs the kill. And that's really great reaction time from Team Tinker to pick up that kill.
Yeah, well played there. And this is also really important because meanwhile, Bulba is just getting levels, which is really important because Rubik needs to get level 6 as soon as possible. Like, you can't overstate how important it is for that Rubik to get the level 6. Spell Steal obviously just opens up such a huge opportunity for you. Stealing Wraith Fire Blast is huge. Most of Skyrath's spells are very, very good. You can steal the Bear from Lone Druid. I mean, that's very unlikely, but Wraith Fire Blast is insanely good on Rubik just because his mana pool is way higher, obviously, than Wraith King's, so...
Yep. Maybe
Bulba just needs to find some room.
Yeah, they're not really giving him anything though. I mean, you have Sing Sing in the bottom lane taking up bottom farm. Top lane, Koifi's been sitting there for some time. Mid lane, EGM sitting here. I think actually maybe Earthshaker's farm is a bit more important than Bulba's, but I don't know. I don't know if you could really.
I mean, Bulba just needs levels. Earthshaker actually needs farm. Like he needs Arcanes, he needs Blink Dagger, and he just doesn't really have much of anything, to be honest. So he is just soaking XP in the mid lane at the moment, and pretty much all of Power Rangers are down bottom. It looks like they think there's going to be pressure or movement on Nexus here. I'm not sure. I don't think Team Tinker are even close to interested in really committing on this. Bulba is just going to pull and get levels. Sing Sing is just going to keep farming.
Yeah, and until Sing Sing gets up towards like his first battle terrain drums, I don't think they're going to put too much aggression. They'll probably try to gank here on Choclo again in the near future, but can they get the kill is the question. He actually has enough money for Mask of Madness, so...
Yeah, this is a little bit scary. I mean, I have no idea how good Mask of Madness is on the Bear. It seems fairly good, honestly.
He built it yesterday. It was a solid choice. It very nice quickly, but
yeah, I mean, gives you a good shot to get that Entangling Clause. But at the early levels, like, can they even burst down 2,700 HP? Even if you have it, but they're going to move on Shockblow. That's a huge amount of stack there. He's dueled as well, and he is absolutely going to go down here, but not in the duel. Again, they miss out on that duel damage. That's
so close.
They need to get that. That's a pretty important part of
They
the
wanted the multicast from Quickfoot, and had they got it, they probably get that dual win for Pycat. Well, actually, 100%, I'm sure they get the dual win. But yeah, this is just the first level duration's not long enough usually to get the dual win in all cases. Whereas second and third level is really when you start, stacking up the damage. So it's not the worst thing. They're stopping the lone tree from farming. Meanwhile, Bulba is just sitting in the trees here, bottom lane. Stay in the trees, my friend, as we just think is looking for a gank. Mid lane, they are getting some more farm for EGM. He's not level 6 yet. J4 throws up Wraith Fire Blast. He's only level 4, by the way. So
yeah, supports are pretty much fairly under
Cheshire
level.
Cap, he's got a DD as well. Cheshire Cap, meanwhile, EGM trying to get us a chance off. There's the last one going through. A lot of heroes coming in. They can't fish her just yet. They will fight now. More TPs. They will grab the kill. Legion with the overwhelming odds on the Bat Rider. Now Shaco searing chains up. He is in trouble. There's the duel. This is going to be the first one coming out for Bulba. Well, excuse me, for Pycat. Bulba gets the kill. Telekinesis. Nexus is going to fall as well. What a disaster. Power Rangers give 2 kills away to Bulba. He's level 6 now and 800 gold in the bank. Beautifully done for Team Tinker. Nice.
Yeah, that is happy days for Team Tinker. They get the dual win. They get levels for Bulba. EGM even lives there. And that was a pretty incredible fight for them. EGM now has Arcanes, and he wasn't level 6. If he was level 6, that fight would have been even better for Tinker because he would have been able to echo while the Bat Rider was kind of wandering around. And I expect Tinker maybe going to press their advantage a little bit here. They want to get as many dual wins as possible, as quickly as possible. And you can also tell that Pycat's gone for the Blink Dagger first. So that's the item when you really just want to stack up the dual wins. Sometimes you see Armlet first. That's a bit more of just like a straight up fight item or a little bit of a farming item. So Blink Dagger, they want to play aggressive.
You could say they're trying to press the attack.
Oh my god. Dude, that was like at least 8 out of 10. I'm not even gonna lie. That was
this only happens with you is when you'll just say something and I'll immediately think of a pun follow-up and I'll just say it in the most stupid, ridiculous way and everyone's just like failfish and I'm just like, sorry guys, listen, it's fine.
Well, Shockley has no bear for like 20 seconds here. That's not that big of a deal, but I think he did finish the mask before he actually died. So.
Well, he purchased it, I think, after he died. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, regardless, he doesn't have the mask is done, and Power Rangers are on the hunt through the Radiant Jungle here. But all they're gonna find is EGM again, and when he has Echo, it's actually kind of hard to kill him because the animation.
He just hit his R button and they can't blast him. They also have the duel coming out. He will get lasted up immediately. Mystic Flare. There's the Echo Slam coming in. Fisher not there. EGM does get it off. There's the dual Fire Blast. EGM falls to Shaco, but now Quake chasing after him. Here comes Sing Sing. Shearing Chains comes in. You got the Ember Spirit going to work, but there's the Entangling Claws. Quake, but Fire Blast is up and ready to go. No multicast. Pycat can't get the kill. He's pressing the attack, but he's getting Rage Fire down. Pycat about to fall. Overwhelming odds. Ignite comes out as well. What a mad fight. Sing Sing cannot get the kill on Shaco. Fire Blast, multicast. Bulba zaps him. Fadebolt comes in.
Ignite
3 for 2 trade. Quake Fa. We got buddy.
Yeah, he has to run. TP coming in, he has to run. I think that's another fairly good fight there for Team Tinker. They come out ahead a little bit on Golden XP. They also get a dual win. Every time you get a dual win, it's a pretty big deal. And now level 11 for Legion, and he's going to get even more damage. So PR need to figure out a way to sort of just CC down the Legion during those duels, try to keep the people alive during the duels, and they'll be in a bit better shape. And again, the EGM just, well, I don't think he's not really interested in dying.
Well, that Mystic Flare missed on Quake Fa. They will do a lot of damage to him. Meanwhile, Sing Sing just grabs the kill on J4, the mid lane. So
middle tower is
a bit of an unfortunate gank coming out from Power Rangers, and now it looks like Team Tinker are they're pressing the advantage here. Again, they're just making sure Shaco can't really find that farm for his lone Drew. They don't want to get him involved in this game. Team Tinker want to shut him down as much as possible. Sing Sing now has his phase drum. He'll work towards his Battle Fury. Might be a bit late in comparison to what he usually gets, but still, this is a very solid game from Team Tinker right now. They're not really making too many mistakes, and it feels like they're comfortable with what they've got going on. And on top of that, there's a chainmail coming up for Legion Commander, which might be the start of an Assault Cuirass.
I think it's probably a Blade Mail.
Yeah, Blade Mail makes the most sense.
Tower
gets the tower. Nicely done.
And Blade Mail is fairly common on Legion. I think it's pretty good, especially because it basically makes it, you try to kill me when I'm in duel, and that just does not work. So I think I like the item. And Shockley is just continuing to farm up here. It looks like he is probably going to be going for maybe
Maelstrom.
Maelstrom? Yeah, probably.
That was the build yesterday. It was like he bought like 6 different components yesterday, but it was Mom, Maelstrom, Mjolnir, I think, and then he picked up an Assault Cuirass and then a Basher, I believe was the straight decision. So
yeah, Sing Sing is super farmed. 76 CS, a kill, 5 assists, and he's got himself phase boots, drums, poor man's shield, and 1,400 gold. So we'll see if he still goes into the Battle Fury here, in transitioning into the later parts of the game.
He's dead as hell. Lasso coming in. Can they get the goal in? Yes, they do. The multicast coming out. Pycat now turning around with that slow turn radius. They're gonna jump in. It looks like Sing Sing gets a bloodlusted Fisher coming in. Boom! Look at the damage. Double kill from Koikba. J4. That's his ultimate coming down, and they'll probably kill him yet again. He gets caught out. Ridgefire Blast. Koikba's probably not the target. Do you want to go for J4? Steering chance. No. Multicast. The triple kill coming out from the Ogre. Based Ice Frog gives him the RNG to get the kill.
Yeah, he needs to go stop at Vegas or something. He's gotten a lot of multicast, feels like. Every fight there's at least one, so that's all you really need. And looks like it is going to be the Blade Mail for Pycat. No surprises there. He's going to harass Shocklu a little bit. No duel. Can't really kill Shocklu alone. The bear will actually tear him to pieces in the duel. So
this has been quite the aggressive game, and you talked about the CS. I think it's more terms. I mean, you talked about like 75 CS, and it's like 80 CS now at 16 minutes. It's not the most, but
it's
when
a
you
lot
look at
considering how much they've been fighting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The fighting has just been ridiculous, and I'm totally down for that. I mean, this is just a lot of early game aggression, which is fantastic. Sing Sing actually picks up a point booster. Might be going for an early Scotty rather than anything else here, which is very interesting. Usually you see that Battle Fury, but it is going to be that point booster coming out from him, and I like it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's an off chance that it's like a Bloodstone or something, but that seems pretty bad.
Yeah, that doesn't seem the best.
That seems pretty mediocre, to be honest. But, I don't know. That's kind of an interesting choice. I mean, it does give him a ton of HP, and that's pretty important in this game with the Bear going to be doing lots of damage, and the Skywrath as well, so it's kind of an interesting build choice here, and Koikva's got an Aghanims. All right.
Yeah, he's ready to fight. He's been building that since day one. Meanwhile, there's going to be Searing Chance coming out, but Sing actually gets pressed to attack off the Ancient Seal. Duel on Cheshire Cat out of position. He falls. Pycat getting yet another kill and another duel win. He's up to 48 now. Pycat, he might be bringing this Legion around, showing everybody what it's good for here. So,
yeah, I mean, this seems to be working a lot better. I think the quick levels are pretty important, and he's a decent soul laner, especially if they knew this bat was going middle. That was an impressive laning choice because press the attack is just so good against Napalm. I really like the way that Team Tinker drafted this game, and we've seen Bulba drafting on and off for like the last couple of months since TI, and I think he's really coming into his own on this team. They seem to have a really good set strategy put together, and they're executing extremely well. Yeah, EGM has also been pretty standout this game, just not really dying and delivering some impressive fishers. Bulba's only died once as well.
That's the big thing. But
everyone's only died once, except for
oh boy. Rip, maybe? It's pretty tanky. There's the Blade Mail. Mystic Flare, Magic Missile. They take a lot of damage trying to get that kill just through Blade Mail alone, but they will get it nonetheless. Pycat finally goes down. That gives them a decent amount of gold. Koikva's going to run right into J4, who, by the way, has no reincarnation. Magic Missile. Koikva's so damn tanky. Here comes the Bear. Tankling Claws going through. No, there's the Fisher connecting onto 2. Where's the follow-up? EGM, H is sealed up. He's looking to get this kill. J4 back up to pretty much half health. EGM about to get that. Oh, he gets the ultimate off, but he cannot secure the kill. 3 down. Here comes Bulba. What are you doing, Sam? Great Fire Blast is exchanged. 4 dead. What a disaster. Although Sing Sing does get the kill on Cheshire Cat top, but 1,500 gold. In fact, a 2,000 net worth change there. Power Rangers finally starting to get something going here. But that's actually pretty good. They were only leading by 5,000, and now it's about down to 2,500. That's a huge victory, and Power Rangers going to take Roshan, or at least try to.
Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate timing for that fight to occur. They lose a lot of heroes there. Sam dies at the end, probably a little bit unnecessarily. That's just tough. I don't really know if there's too much they could have done about that fight at the end there. Bulba was just trying to get the kill on J4. So.
Oh no, Pycat blinks in a bit too late to get the duel off. That would have been huge for Team Tinker, but no such luck. They give away Roshan, they give away the Aegis, and Shackle is feeling pretty comfortable now.
And that dual range is just too short to cancel either of those TPs. That's pretty frustrating.
I mean, it's pretty damn short.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically melee, so.
It is melee. It's like right around your feet. It's just like, well, I guess I have to be on top of this person to duel him, so.
Yeah. Well, you know, if you duel someone, you slap him in the face if you're
Dyer's
next to
middle
him.
tower
That's true.
is under
That's how
attack.
it works.
Yeah.
Sing Sing maybe going to go on Cheshire Cat here. There's a lot of heroes behind him. They can definitely go on this. He's going to go there. There's the chains. They latch, and Cheshire Cat is beyond dead here.
Oh, yeah. That's just Cheshire Cat getting caught out again. If there's one thing that's keeping Power Rangers out of this game, it might be some positioning errors, especially Cheshire Cat, who's died 6 times. This Bat Rider is not really doing much. I mean, this hero, we talk about it being so good, but Cheshire Cat is not having the best game.
No, this is rough. He also does not have the Force yet, which is pretty unacceptable at 21 minutes.
They know Pycat's here, actually. They have a pretty good
is
understanding. They have their entire jungle warded, so...
EGM is working towards that Blink Dagger now. He needs to find himself some solo farm, I think. It'd be pretty nice. Maybe he gets level 11 and a Blink Dagger. But they're also would be happy with just a big team fight. Shocklow continuing forward, has 2,000 gold and that Maelstrom. We'll see if he upgrades it to the Mjolnir. Now with the bear having mana, Mjolnir seems insanely good on the bear.
It is pretty good.
Much easier to manage. You get, obviously, you still get all the benefits from it, so...
he's split pushing pretty effectively as well. I mean, they're right at this tier 2 tower. They have the glyph over top lane. There might be a fight coming out. Searing Chains, bonus Lead Fist as well. Magic Missile, no. Swap coming through quick, gets a concussive shot, and he'll have to back up. And that Aghanim's, he still has it, but not quite getting anything done with it. Meanwhile, there's the glyph coming out in the bottom tier 2 tower. The split push is real coming out for Power Rangers, and this is going to get them back into the game. Let's say we should fight up here in the top lane right now, which they might. Nexus. No swap out. He has used it already. He does have Yasha, by the way. Multicast coming through. Searing Chain's going to fly it as they have the Remnant, but there's the last one Sing. Cheshire Cat. Pycat's already won a duel. Double kill for Pycat. There's 3-4 dead. Aegis and Reincarnation going. J4 throws up the Fire Blast. Will they get this kill? Big Echo coming in. Man, did they get some damage out there. Shocklow TP's up. This is an awful idea, my friend. He's getting caught out. Sing low, but they will grab the kill with Mystic Flare. It was stolen. Bulma getting the kill. Also for Pycat. Almost the rampage. Beautifully done. Team Tinker killing all 5, and Cheshire Cat immediately calls GG.
That was one of the most one-sided fights I've seen in a really long time, and that's Pycat's damage paying out there. That was an incredible fight. They also, of course, steal the Mystic Flare for the Rubbins, and that was an insanely well-played game for Team Tinker. They did have a couple of moments where it looked a little sketchy. Their positioning was a little off, but for the most part, they played that game extremely well. Cheshire Cat just extremely behind that whole game. The Force Staff was just getting finished up there at the end, and... rough game for Power Rangers. I think they weren't really ready for the lanes. I mean, they pretty much, bottom they didn't really lose, but they also never killed Koikwa. Middle, Bat Rider did not really do anything, and top lane was a bit of a mess, so.
Yeah. It just kind of snowballed.
Game for Power Rangers.
It snowballed out of control for Team
Koikwa,
Tinker.
8-2-7. Jesus, what a player.
Yeah, he did some work in that game. It just shows that Ogre Magi in any role can maybe work in this current patch. Some of the items are missing here, it looks like. I'm not 100% sure if that's the case, but it looks like they're missing anyway. Maybe I'm incorrect about that, but well, that is going to be a Game 1 victory coming out from Team Tinker. Again, it's a 2-game series, so they'll have a chance to even it up with Power Rangers here in game number 2. We'll see if they can get it done. Guys, thanks so much for joining us. Check out DotaPit.com for more DotaPit information and action. Twitch.tv/DotaPit as well. Go ahead and follow there. We're HighGround.tv. You can check us out at HighGround.tv, and of course, on Twitter, you can follow us. My name is Mark. Follow me at Twitter.com/MarkDota. With me is What Is Hip. You can follow him at Twitter.com/WhatIsHipTV. We'll be right back, guys. Stick around.